What's up, everybody? It's Old Man Winter 8 for Sun and Ski Sports, and we're going to check out the new Nidecker Altai from the ground up. So the Altai is one of the best-selling boots in Nidecker's lineup, and it does have a huge upgrade for 25-26. So starting at the bottom, we have their Gravity Plus midsole outsole combo. So the majority of this is an EVA, so you're getting very good cushioning underneath your foot, but you're also getting a higher density EVA that's going to be durable and grippy underneath your foot. And then they do a little bit of a rubber pod up in the toe here, so you're getting durability and you're getting extra grip where it matters the most. And then on top of the midsole, but underneath your foot, we have the 3D dual density insole. So this thing is pretty cool. We actually have a little bit of grip printed on the top of it to help keep your sock in place. And then when we flip over to the bottom, you'll notice that it actually has two different materials. This red material in the back is a little bit stiffer, so it gives you a little bit more support, and it cups around your heel just to reduce that foot fatigue to help keep you riding all day long. Then when we go to the upper of the boot, it is a little bit more of a mid-stiff flexing boot, so it's gonna have a lot of power from toe to heel. It has their 3D molded toe box, which is pretty cool. There's less seams on this thing, and it's molded perfectly around the foot, so you're not only getting more warmth, but you're also getting more durability. You're getting a lighter boot. And then this little bit of material on the toe of the boot helps to work in conjunction with the rubber backstay, which both of these do help add durability to the boot in those key areas, but also they're helping for easier entry and exit out of any binding. And then moving up the boot a little bit more, we have their ASIM 3F fit and their tongue. So this is pretty cool. If you look at the boot from the front, you'll notice that it's not completely symmetrical. The lacing on the outside of the boot has been moved up a little bit, and they wanted to put that a little bit more towards the flatter part of your foot, so when the boot is tightening, you're not getting any pressure in weird spots on your foot. It just helps to make for a better fit and a more comfortable fit overall by reducing pressure where they need to reduce pressure and also creating a better support in your arch. And it does have a little bit of an articulated cuff, so when you are flexing the boot forward, it helps reduce that shell distortion. Again, just making the boot fit better. And they do have a 3D molded tongue that is shaped all the way down the tongue, so it's helping to, again, reduce pressure points. Then we're moving up to the liner. It has their silver heat moldable liner, which is fully customizable, a little bit of extra support on the outside, and it also has their custom flex zone up in the toe, which is a little bit softer material, so you can have a nice tight fitting boot overall, but just giving you a little bit of that extra comfort up in the toe box. And then up at the top of the liner, we have those Velcro tabs to really help lock this thing around your ankles, no matter how big or small your ankles are. And then around the outside of the liner, we have that ankle harness to really help give you not only a lock around your heel, but it's adding some substance to the boot. It's basically like having an ankle brace inside of the boot. So not only giving you more heel hold, but also giving you more support. And then when we move up to lacing, this is where the big upgrade is. They still have the M2 boa on the side that's doing the lower part of the boot. We still have that H4 coiler on the tongue that's doing the top part of the boot, but the big upgrade for 25-26 are these new heel lock tabs on the inside and outside of the boot. So these are somewhat independent from the side of the boot. They're mounted down a little bit lower and they're a little bit more free at the top. So when you crank this down, the lacing is actually pulling these tabs and giving you a much more concentrated fit around the heel to really help lock you in and hold you down all day long. But if you got any questions about anything that we talked about in this video, definitely leave some comments down below. Also, make sure to like and subscribe to the Sun and Ski YouTube channel. Make sure to head on into your local Sun and Ski so you can check out a pair of the Nidecker Altais for yourself. But if you don't have one nearby, no problem. You can always hit them up at sunandski.com.